Have you ever found yourself watching a series on Netflix and wondering, what if, well, you're not alone? Today, we're diving deep into the universe of Squid Game, a series filled with mystery and suspense, but we're not here to discuss conventional plots. No, we're here to explore the weirdest and most intriguing theories circulating about this series. Get ready for a journey into the world of conspiracies, puzzles, and the most unusual speculations. From theories about the true purpose of the game to obscure connections between characters, we're about to unveil the most surreal theories circulating in the internet underworld. So, hold on tight, because reality may be much stranger than you ever imagined. You are on the Nerd Genetics channel, and I'm very happy that you're here. Let's start with an intriguing theory. The card you choose in the Recruiter's game determines your role in the games. That's right, if you choose red, you become one of the masked employees with the round symbol. But if you choose the blue card, you're a participant in the games. This would explain how the employees, despite being young, end up participating in them. And yes, this also means that Gi-hun could have been a soldier instead of a player. Now, onto the second theory, Gi-hun's red hair might be a hint that he'll return to the games, but as a guard, not as a player. Many fans believe that Gi-hun's choice of red hair color could be related to the red card theory. This time, he would be on the other side of the coin as a guard. However, this theory faces an obstacle, the trauma Gi-hun experienced. Red hair could also symbolize the blood and violence of the games, indicating that no matter how hard he tries to move on, these dark feelings will always be with him. And about that tense moment when Gi-hun decides not to board the plane, here's a fascinating theory. He didn't just come back to stop the games, but also because he suspected the plane would explode. After calling the number on the card and threatening to expose the games, the leader insists that Gi-hun should board. This suggests that he was being watched all along. Imagine a winner who not only refuses to accept his victory, but also threatens to reveal the entire system. To avoid this risk, the organizers could very well have put a bomb on the plane to get rid of him. Gi-hun, realizing this, decides not to board, saving his life and paving the way for his mission to dismantle the games from within. Another theory that many fans believe is that number 1 is actually the father of 400 the Yihashirvorum 56. This is because throughout the series, we notice a special affinity between them. In episode 3, Gi-hun asks for chocolate milk because he doesn't like plain milk. Oh Il-nam comments that Gi-hun must have taken many beatings as a child, and when Gi-hun asks why he thinks that, Il-nam responds that his own son was the same and also took many beatings as a child. This exchange already establishes a connection between them. In episode 6, Oh Il-nam gives Gi-hun his jacket so that he won't be looked down upon by the guards and other competitors. This gesture suggests a paternal instinct, especially because the guards knew they couldn't shoot the player wearing the number 1 jacket. Additionally, Oh Il-nam mentions that the game's setting reminds him of the neighborhood where he grew up, and Gi-hun comments that he also lived in a very similar neighborhood. Further along in the same episode, Oh Il-nam asks if it's the 24th, mentioning that his son's birthday is coming up. In the first episode, Gi-hun mentions that his birthday is on the 26th of the same month, while trying to remember his mother's card password. This coincidence of dates is more evidence that many fans point to as proof of the connection between them. For this reason, many believe that Oh Il-nam entered the game not just for fun, but to reconnect with his son. Honestly, I find it unlikely that number 1 is the father of 456. To me, he identified with Gi-hun because he reminded him of his own childhood, not because they were family. In the end, he reveals that he let Gi-hun live because it was fun to play with him. Gi-hun was one of the few players who truly paid attention to the old man, including him in the group and forming bonds. Remember the idea of licking the candy in the honeycomb game? It was Gi-hun who proposed it, and Oh Il-nam found it amusing. And additionally, he would never allow his son to face the possibility of death in the games. This theory, to me, falls apart in the face of the logic and details we observe in the series. An intriguing theory about Oh Il-nam suggests that he is the father of other important characters, the leader, and the police officer. This theory is based on the fact that the leader knows the true identity of the game's creator and exerts significant control over them, commanding everything with authority. When the police officer investigates his brother's room, he finds a box with an envelope and a card. This resembles the scene from the last episode, where Gi-hun buys a flower containing a black envelope with a bow and a card with an address. This location is where Gi-hun meets the game's creator, Oh Il-nam. This suggests that the leader found Oh Il-nam, and perhaps his role as leader was a suggestion from his father to maintain control of the games and protect number 1 who was about to die. The leader would then be working to maintain his father's legacy. As for the police officer, being unaware of the existence of the games, he had no knowledge of his connection to Oh Il-nam. But there's an even more exciting theory. The police officer is alive. This theory gained traction with the confirmation that the actor playing the police officer will be in the second season. In his last scene, he takes a shot in the shoulder and falls off a cliff. As the rule goes, no power fiskam, there's no body, no death. Many believe that the leader, his brother, deliberately shot him in the shoulder to ensure his survival. This leads to speculation that the police officer will return stronger and more determined, possibly joining forces with the last champion, Gi-hun, to bring down the games. This theory promises to bring an epic conclusion and intense action in the next season. The next theory is, what if Oh Il-nam's son is the recruiter destined to continue organizing the games? After all, the actor playing the recruiter is a renowned figure in Korea, and it's unlikely that he won't appear in the second season, considering the importance of his character to the games. Many fans believe he is number one's son because he initiates the games by recruiting the players. Additionally, he is the only one who doesn't hide his identity, walking like an executive. This theory suggests that, as Oh Il-nam's son, he will take on the responsibility of continuing the games after his father's death. His prominent position and the way he conducts recruitment reinforce this idea. Now, an interesting theory about the guards. What if they are criminals or prisoners? Every Squid Game fan wants to know how the Red Guards got that position. We hope the second season will clarify this and perhaps confirm some theories. One theory is that the guards work in exchange for some kind of reward. Since they can't show their faces, they could be wanted criminals. To accept such a dark job, they would have to be ruthless. Additionally, some are involved in organ trafficking. Another theory suggests that the guards are former players who lost all their prize money and asked for financial help. Fad said, or as mentioned earlier, those who chose the red card became soldiers. These theories not only increase the mystery, but also promise exciting answers in the next season. Stay tuned because the story is just beginning. And what if Gi-hun's stepfather has a connection to the games? When Gi-hun visits his daughter, he finds out she's about to move to the United States. The masked leader in some scenes speaks English on the phone. Could the stepfather be the one managing the guest list? Moreover, he had a significant amount of money that he offered to Gi-hun, suggesting that he may be involved in this dark system. Another interesting theory is that the leader may have tried to expose the games to the world, just like Gi-hun, but ended up trapped in the system. By observing the leader's reaction to his brother's death, it's clear that he has a softer heart than he appears. He is the winner of the 2015 games, he knows a lot about everything, and may have tried to reveal the truth, but was forced to recruit and organize the games. He knows the identity of the game's creator and exactly how everything works. With this knowledge, many believe that in the second season, the leader may join his brother and Gi-hun to end the games once and for all. This unexpected alliance promises exciting twists and an intense fight against the wicked game system. Stay tuned because the next season promises to be electrifying. And finally, an intriguing theory. What if the VIPs are past winners of the games? Because they know how the games work so well, they may enjoy reminiscing about their own competition days and watching the new editions. Yes, this theory also suggests that Gi-hun may return, not as a soldier or player, but as a VIP. However, this is the theory I believe the least. After all, it's evident that the prize offered in the games is peanuts for the VIPs, while for the players, it's a sum they could never imagine. The VIPs represent the absolute elite. Still, the idea of Gi-hun returning as a VIP has its followers and remains an intriguing possibility. The next season certainly promises many surprises and twists. And there you have it, folks. All the weirdest and most intriguing theories about Squid Game. I hope you had as much fun as I did exploring these mysteries. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps the channel grow and bring more amazing content to you. Comment below which theory you found most interesting, or if you have any theories I didn't mention. Share the video with your friends and let's expand this Squid Game fan community. And of course, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Until next time.